do, James. Just keep walking, my friend.
So you may have seen Rugby for Peace, our film about how we use sport to teach peace-building values to young people in Colombia. What you might not know is that we've now taken that methodology even further, and we're now working on what we call surf therapy, using surfing as a tool as well to work with kids who have the incredible beaches on their doorstep that we can use as part of our peace-building work.
One of the main problems and the main concerns that I have as a Colombian and as a father is like there's not many things for kids to do here. There's not many options when you grow up. If you're born in Vallasolano or in El Valle or in Termales, one of the main concerns is what are you gonna do after you finish high school? Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? What's gonna become of yourself as a person? All they see is like people when they grow up and they get older become drug dealers or paramilitary, or they join the guerrilla, or they join the army, but there's not many options. Part of what we want to do is like create a different space and a different environment for these kids, and that connects a lot to who's leading the session, who's teaching them how to play rugby or how to surf. We want them to have a role model to look at, you know, to see that there's people who are doing different things who probably share the same background. Someone like Santi, he grew up in Termales and he was just a kid who wanted to surf, you know, subject to all the same temptations, menaces that all of his peers. And he managed to grow up to be like a community leader. He loves the ocean, he understands the ocean. And I would love to think that we had something to do with that. So that's why he's a role model.
Y hoy yo me siento un referente para los niños y es evidente como se ve, como ellos me admiran. Y entonces yo sí me siento así y por eso amo lo que hago, por eso vengo a enseñarles, porque sé que tengo una gran responsabilidad y es dar ese buen ejemplo a los niños y enseñar. En la escuela móvil trabajamos con una metodología que se llama surf therapy, mezclada con, que es terapia de surf, mezclada con el surf.
So in rural Colombia, in Chocó, young people face huge challenges. They're surrounded by conflict, and that can have a big impact on their mental health. So having a space where they can work on their mental well-being, they can sort of do mindfulness exercises, they can meditate together, is really, really important. It's a space that they wouldn't get otherwise. Especially for young boys, there's a very kind of macho culture where it's not the done thing to kind of connect with your emotions and talk about that side of things.
Entonces, más que deporte es que crear buenas personas, buenos valores, respeto, responsabilidad, que puedan compartir trabajo en equipo, confianza uno al otro. Entonces, como eso es muy importante para nosotros.
Colombia has suffered a lot because we don't know how to resolve our conflict. The only way we know how to solve our differences is killing each other. So what we want to do is like for these kids to learn that there are different ways.
Respetar a mis compañeros y enseñarle a ellos que también tienen que respetar a sus compañeras. El querernos entre todos como unos hermanitos, como una familia en el Club Bambasur. No tener conflictos con los compañeros, solamente tener como una amistad, como reunidos todos, no pelear.
Sponsoring a surf school doesn't seem to be like a SCIAF thing to do, but it definitely is something that we should be very proud that we've been doing for a number of years now. It's important that we feed the poor in emergency situations, but it's also important that we try to build up people's lives from the ground up. so that perhaps in the future they'll be better placed to prevent the problems of poverty and injustice. That's what SCIAF is doing in Colombia, and that's where your money is going.
Esta es mi tabla de surf, la hice con mi primo. Voy a surfear y eso demora como 20 minutos para llegar.
Y yo siempre he dicho, el deporte salva vidas, el deporte es como la mejor herramienta, la mejor excusa para atrapar a los chicos y llevarlos por un buen camino. Y nosotros nos ha funcionado muy bien el surf. Es el deporte que más está destacado en la zona de nosotros, en el Pacífico colombiano.
SCIAF is about long-term development. We're looking for lasting change, sustainable change in the communities we work. We don't want this to be a short-term fix. We want to work on long-term development, and I think working on these kind of projects is really a way of empowering young people and really can lead to lasting sustainable change in the communities in Choco and Colombia.